boys and girls. Here is a quick tutorial on how to complete the first part of this folder, assignment 010501, essay writing the basics. In order to do this, you're going to need to closely read an article on a website called News ELA. So for most of it, it means you're going to be making a new account to sign on, and this is to walk you through that process. So in order to use News ELA, you need to know your own reading level. This website lets you pick articles at your reading level. It's one of the reasons I'm using it. So in order to do that, you need to get your Lexile level. You'll find that in your grades. Very top topic is student info. It's got your grade equivalent, and then it's also got your Lexile level. So find your Lexile level and jot that down somewhere, a little corner of a piece of paper or something like that, because you're going to need it once you get onto the website. Then you go on ahead back. You go on ahead back, and you go ahead and click this little link down here, this News ELA link. That's going to give you another page like this. Then on this page, you go on ahead and sign in. For most of you, it's your first time, so you'll come to this page and you'll sign in with Google. All right. However, I actually have an account here. Oops, sorry, got to the wrong page there. I have a fake student here that I want to use. So I will go ahead and use her and sign in with that thing. Okay, and this brings you to the actual page. This is where you do that work. It's a little bit easier to make it big so you can see the entire thing. So what you'll do here is you'll go to an assignment. It's called What is Activism? That's the article that you need to read, and you click on it right here, and then you have the article. All right. So you're basically going to be doing two things with this article. You're going to read it, and you're going to highlight any words on here that you don't understand, and then you're going to take a quiz at the end. So before you get that started, you want to go ahead and pick the level that is going to be the closest to your own reading level. All right. Now, the one that we found for this student was 1075. And this shows a few different levels. You want to make sure that you don't pick a number that's higher than your Lexile. If it's right around it and you feel like you want to push yourself, go for it. But I'm more interested that you're going to be able to easily understand the article. So it's better that the reading level of this article is lower than your Lexile level. At 1075, it's definitely higher than this one. I wish it gave me the number for max, but I'm going to go ahead and pick max, because if 840 is the second to the highest, I think I'm pretty safe in picking the max. So that's the one I'm reading it at. And like I said, you go on through and you read the entire article closely. That means you are looking to understand it. And as you go through, you make sure that if you come across any words that you don't know, you go ahead and highlight them in red. Okay, this part's important because when you're done, if you do not pass the test, it's important for me to see what kind of words got in your way. If you can't pass the test, you're either not paying attention to the article or you're not paying attention to the test. And I need to see what's in the way of that comprehension. So here's how you do it. Let's say you're going across and you see this word boycott, and you recognize, you say, oh, I don't know what that word is. So you highlight it, and then you just select red. Okay, and when you're done, we'll have a list of words that you highlighted. But keep in mind, I only want you to highlight words that you actually don't know. If you read this word, you say a boycott is another foreign activity. Say, okay, I don't know that word. But then as you look here, you go on through the rest of the paragraph, and it literally defines boycott for you. So in this case, it's not relevant anymore. If you're paying attention, by the time you get done with this, you now know what boycott means. So only highlight words that you don't know the meaning of, things that got in the way of your understanding this. And then when you get to the very end, you're going to get to take a quiz, and it's 4 questions, And I'm just going to be straight up with you here. They're hard. They often require that you go back and look at the reading, and if you don't understand the questions, that's where you ask me. This is important. It's only 4 questions, so you miss 1, you're at 75%. You miss 2, you got an F. All right? So take your time. I want you to do as well as you possibly can on this. And let me show you this example here. Read the conclusion below. Businesses can also be an important part of pushing for social change. Which selection from the article provides the best support for the statement? And notice they say best. So that means you have to look at all of them. If you look at one and say, hey, that's good support, it's fine. That doesn't mean it's the best support. Okay? So you're going to go through and do your best answering each one. And I'm just going to go ahead and fake take it here. Here's a good example of another one, why it's hard. They say read the section, Activism for Sustainability, then select the paragraph from the article that suggests people may become activists to help solve problems for their own communities. So you have to go read that section, Activism for Sustainability, that's right here. Right? And then your job is to find which of these paragraphs in this section, right, there's 4 paragraphs, does the best job of showing that suggests people may become activists to help solve problems in their own communities. And then you would take that whole paragraph like that, and then it will put it in there for you. Okay? So I'm going to go next here, and then I'm going to go answer that one, and then I'm going to answer this one and submit. Okay? And in this case, I got them all wrong. Isn't that fun? So this would be a case where we need to talk, because you're going to have to go on and write an essay on activism, and at this point, I'm not sure you know what it means. All right? So when you're done with that, you come back to this page, and I don't have the little submissions button, but you would go ahead and click submit, and you would put in your score. And the only way that's going to not be a 0 out of 20 here is if we have that discussion. All right? Either you prove you understand it with the quiz, or you prove you understand it to me. And once you've done all that, you are done. You're ready to go on to the next assignment. So good luck, and may the force be with you.